First of all, I want to thank Volodymyr for the invitation. I want to tell that I believe it is right time now for conducting such an event on credit risk, because as of now the banks do understand the impact of crisis on their business and their portfolio. There are certain expectations regarding future development and impact of situation on the financial condition of the banks, and I believe there are already some interesting ideas and developments. I believe we shall have a very fruitful discussion today, where we can share those ideas and receive some useful experience from our colleagues. Today we'll talk on how the private bank reacts on the challenges posed by the crisis. And now a disclaimer. We understand we are just in the beginning of the way of the road. It is not the end of the crisis. Nobody has crystal ball to foresee, to state a conclusion on whether second or third wave of COVID will arrive or no. Anyway, some developments, some work we have today, and I want to share those with you.
I will start saying that 2019 was very successful for PrivatBank. I think that all the market knows well that the income of PrivatBank in 2019 was more than 32 billion of hryvnias. 24 billions were paid as taxes to the state budget, not taking into account the income tax. An important criteria of such a positive result was successful year for providing loans. Bank has increased its credit portfolio. Strategic objective of our bank was not a portfolio just for the case of portfolio, but a high quality portfolio. That is why, starting from 2017, we have been continuously working at improving the quality of our portfolio. The results of 2018 19, they demonstrate our approach. We managed to decrease the risks of distressed portfolio and mitigate the risks. To better understand how we reacted to the recession, to the crisis, I would like to show you one slide about our operational or so-called business model of our bank. More than 80% of our portfolio is retail business. This is the key part of our portfolio. Another strategically important segment for our bank is medium and small enterprises, and there is a tiny part of the portfolio for corporate clients. We have been working with our corporate clients selectively. Taking into account the structure of the portfolio, it is obvious that about 80% of our portfolio, these are non-collateralized loans. Accordingly, you understand how this portfolio can be managed. These are not individual decisions. Most of all, these are automatic decisions based on statistical models. And therefore, the risk of this portfolio is well understood to all the specialists. It is much higher than of collateralized loans. The budget of 2019 provided for quite an aggressive increase in credit portfolio. We are mostly engaged in credit cards, market and microcredit and microloans for small and medium enterprises. The structure of our risk management, the technology of risk management was to increase the limits. But in February 2020, we came to understanding that we lack BSP. We have been working in risk management in increasing our limits. Every year we increased our portfolio. We didn't have a plan on what to do if the situation changes and if a situation happens that we will need to decrease our portfolio of loans. We didn't have such a formalized plan. That is why in February this year we got back to this issue. And back in February, we had a preliminary plan of what we will do, how we will manage our portfolio in case of a downturn. That is why in March, when this expected crisis became our reality, we managed to quickly react to it and plan those actions which are required to react promptly and proactively to the macroeconomic situation in the country.